part that we have to complete. So what we're essentially going to do is we only have the journal entries on the Excel spreadsheet, but then we have the tax forms that go with the end of the year. So what essentially we're going to do is we're going to end up closing the tax account. So we're going to do the employees, state income tax payable, and then we're going to have the cash that goes with it. We're going to have on the 8th, make sure you look at the dates in the book. We're going to have to close out our union dues payable account. We're going to have to close out the FICA. So we have FICA taxes payable, the OASDI, FICA taxes payable, HI, employees federal income tax payable, and then cash. And then the last one on January 15th is we need to pay the city income tax. And so what you're going to do on these accounts before you get to cash, you're just going to look at your general ledger and enter in the ending balance for December. And those are the amounts you're going to use. Now we have two more that we have to make. So we have February 1st. There's two journal entries we need to make for this. We have to pay the FUTA taxes. And again, that's going to go to cash. And then the last entry that we have to make is actually, I'm going to stick it on the next page. So we have February 1st. We have to pay SUTA. So we have the SUTA taxes payable. We have the employer portion. And we have the employees portion. And then again, it's going to go to cash. And besides these journal entries, you're going to have to complete the forms that go along with it. And I'm going to tell you right now, there are a lot of forms to complete. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time. Again, you have wonderful examples in your textbook at the end of the chapters for how to complete these. You're going to have a W-2, you're going to have monthly budget sheets. Let's see, what else are we going to be writing? Let me get the book. So we have W-2s. The W-2s on here are only going to be for the still active employees. So you're going to be doing tax forms for Bono, Ferguson, Ford, Mann, O'Neill, Ryan, Sikowski, yourself, which is the student, Woods, and Young. On these, make sure, a lot of students miss this, so I want to pull up the form real quick. I have tons of forms on here, so just bear with me. Get to the right class. On transaction 38, which is your W-2s that you have to complete, you have a lot of information that students miss. So here's the first one. So this would be for Bono. So you're going to put first name, initial, last name, address. Make sure you fill out the employer information. That is in the preceding pages before we start. You're going to put in, see, for those that pay into the simple contributions, let me find a good example of that. Here we go. On Norman Ryan, so he pays into the retirement plan, so you need to make sure you fill that. The amount is going to be going into box 12A. It is code S, and this is going to be the same for anybody that pays into the simple. You're going to have a code S. You're going to have retirement plan filled, and then you're going to enter the amount from the employee earnings record of how much they contributed to that retirement plan for the year. Locality name is also another one that students forget to enter or they do not enter. So you're going to enter Philadelphia or Philly or Phila, however you want to list it so that I know you know where it's coming from. Also, when you do, for those that do the simple retirement plan, the box in number 1 is going to be different than the box in number 3 and 5. Because remember, simple contributions are not taxable. So that amount that you list in box 12A has to come off box 1. So for example, if they contributed $800 and their gross pay and their yearly pay was $25,700, let's just say. To get the amount that goes in box 1, you're going to take the $25,700, assuming my calculator comes up, $25,700 minus 8, so this will give us $24,900 in this box, and then these two boxes would be the $25,700. So make sure that you do pay attention to that. State ID, again, that can come from the textbook. Make sure you do the state wages, state income tax, local wages, local income tax. For O'Neill, he will reach the maximum of $118,500. So Social Security wages, you're going to enter the $118,500 because that's all that's taxable for him. The Medicare wages is going to be his total annual salary, including his bonus. Wages will be the box 5 amount minus the amount that he contributed to the simple contribution. So again, you're going to have to take that into account. If you have any questions while you're completing the forms or you need me to look over them to make sure they are accurate, I will be more than happy to do that. Just send me an email, let me know that you'd like me to look at the forms for accuracy, and I should get it back to you within 24 hours. So again, it's going to be crucial that you plan ahead. So again, if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you have a great day.